한국.
Imagine that Ion ate too much. What is up, YouTube? Welcome in and welcome back. So today I'm going to take a look at this opening, I guess they call it episode 0, Baemon House. Came out last week. So I wanted to take as deep a dive as you can take into something that's only a few minutes long. But I wanted to kind of like just look at some stuff. I had some thoughts on it and some thoughts on what I've been seeing online about it. So I'm not sure how this video is going to go. I have a bunch of different things I want to say, so I guess we'll just get started. So yeah, let's check this out. So you see this YG Entertainment building all the time, you know, in the Baemon stories, like the new YG. So it's kind of curious. I went and looked at it. This is the new building, but this right here is the old building. And it's funny, if you go to Google Maps or Google, and you look at the street view, they haven't updated this since it was under construction. It's still like if you go to the street view, this is a big construction site. And like this morning before I recorded this. But I got to see that this is the old YG building and that, you know, they're right here. This is the Han River up here. So it was just kind of cool to see because I don't know that much about South Korea and everything. So I kind of wanted to just see what it's like. I love doing street views of areas I've never been to. So yeah, this is, I call this the building that Blackpink built because they paid for it.
프로그램 설명 일단 해드리면 여러분들이 원하는 뭐든지 다 이루어지는 드림하우스인 거예요.
헐, 진짜요?
그래 던지면은 꿈이 이루어지는 거니까.
던질게요.
던져.
By the way, Ruka in glasses looks, I don't know, she looks good in glasses. I really like it on her. And of course, Ace has always got her like cute little setup.
나 리스트 있는데 저는 약간 숲 같은 식물, 창문, 자연관 들어오는 옷장 크게 전신 거울 정도?
전 그거 있었으면 좋겠어요. 화실 같은 거.
사실 이런 공간이 좀 있었으면
얘 저보고
게이밍 스팟 있으면 좋겠다. 드레스룸 하고 옷 많이 해서 약간 sleep overnight
좋다.
약간 옷 많이
Okay, sleep overnight. I thought, when I heard that, I thought, who would be perfect for it? Because they're going to be there. So who's a sleepover? Maybe they'll have Blackpink as in a sleepover. How about that?
갑자기 신났어.
베개? 약간 거북목 안 되는 그거 있잖아요. 뭔지 알죠?
다이제 시리얼 사주세요. 그 다이제 맛 시리얼 홈플러스에 파는 거.
Ion is, every time I see her in one of the videos behind the scenes or something, she's all about the food and she's all about her noodles, which I think is kind of interesting. So she's, I think that's funny. She's telling people where to get the stuff she wants. That's hilarious. I guess that's a store, and they couldn't use the whole name, so they put asterisks in, so you don't, for copyright issues.
제 방 검정색 그냥 주겠어요.
왜 검정색?
기타 사춘기라요.
왜 검정색?
얼마나 큰 거지? 그렇게 크게 할 수 있어요? 안 될 것 같습니다.
Okay, so and seen online, don't know if it's true, but I wouldn't doubt it. This is an $11 million home, um, which I believe. I mean, first of all, it's going to have to be somewhere like a gated community that has limited access. Can't be just on a regular street. And if you look when they back out of this, you see all the other homes are huge.
이거 어디가 집이야?
여긴가?
여긴가?
여기야? 우와.
우와.
대박 아니야? 미쳤어. 원피스 너무 예쁘다.
Look at all the cameras. Look at this. There's a camera inside of here. There's another camera here. That might be a camera up on the counter and one down here. That's just on this side of the room. There's probably just as many cameras on the other side. Yeah, there's a camera in the corner.
루컨이 자고 있는 거 아니야?
잔다고?
천국이야, 천국.
너무 많이 먹어서.
Imagine that. Ion ate too much.
액티비티 해야 돼.
왜 이렇게 못해?
여행으로 가고 싶어.
나 잡아가라.
절 갈래.
I wonder if anybody knows where this temple is. By the way, this dog, I've seen this dog. I'm pretty sure it looks very familiar. There's a guy that has a YouTube channel in Korea that does, I think he just does like promotions for camping. I don't know if he has his own camping store, but he'll do these videos where he goes out and camps with his dog. There's no talking or anything. He just pulls up like in the snow and, clears a spot. And then he has all this equipment, and it's all practically brand new. A lot of close-ups on the labels and I think it's done for marketing. But this little dog, he looks just like him. Is a star of that. He takes the dog everywhere. He has all kinds of clothes he wears. He's got like a North Face jacket, you name it. But that dog, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, but that dog reminds me of that dog.
강아지는 다 할 수 있어요.
똥도 잘 치우고.
할 수 있어, 할 수 있어. 탈 수 있어.
너무 좋다.
바다 진짜 오랜만에 와.
진짜 시원해. This is life. 너무 좋아.
What is this?
요즘에 토마토가 많이 필요한가?
알겠어, 일어났다고.
뭔가 타는 것 같은데? 이거 뭐야? 누군가 좀 잡아!
들어가.
우리 내일 하루 정도는 굶어도 되지 않냐?
I wonder if they have one episode where they have to like cook all their meals and do their own stuff, because I'm sure like a lot of the stuff they can just cater in or, for whatever. They don't need to spend all their time cooking. So
입안에 들어갈 수 있는 거면 뭐
as long as it's
됐지
edible.
뭐. 6개월 차인데 왜 무슨 언니야?
또 싸워. 부서지겠다.
라면?
자연으로 들어간다.
아, 저 꼬리 너무 작. 여기 뭐야?
딱 들어와. Come on, girl.
들었어요.
와우.
Yeah, it looks like fun. Looks like a lot of fun. So my thoughts on this. Um, One, it looks like a lot of fun. Looks like it'd be really cool. I can't wait to watch. Um, and but the one of the things I've noticed about YG, um, and he's a him and the whole company, they're a master at video editing. They've done a great job. I thought the last eval was put together really well, but not just from a a production standpoint, but in terms of what they wanted to achieve. Um, it's I've gone back and watched some other content creators that actually did the last evolve. I had watched it. I wasn't when it came out, but I didn't do reactions to it. I kind of discovered Baby Monster right as it was going on. Um, and so I didn't do any reactions to it, but I have seen some other content creators do reaction to it, and it's kind of amazing that, like I said, I'm kind of new to the whole K-pop and Blackpink and Baby Monster, the whole scene at that time. So I wasn't as mostly attached to the whole idea as a lot of people. Um, one thing one thing that bothers me is when they drop this on Instagram, the Baemon house. Like I went into the comments and it was like I'm gonna say 80%, if not more, were about Blackpink. It's like, really? And of those 80% that were about Blackpink, 90% of those were like, we want Blackpink House 2, Blackpink House 2. And I'm just like, oh my God, guys, get over it. Blackpink House was back for Blackpink when they came out. They are, they're grown women now. They're not going to live in a house together. Um, I mean, they were young girls. I mean, they were, almost women, but now they're, was it? Jisoo's 30 years old. She's only living in a group house. This is for younger people and younger groups, I think. Um, and the other thing I keep seeing and hearing a lot about is that, people want more from YG on Blackpink. They want more Blackpink. You're going to get Blackpink, but it's not going to be Blackpink. It's going to be Rosé's new album or Jenny's new album, Lisa's new album, Jisoo's new movie. You're going to see more of that. I don't think they're going to have time to be Blackpink as much as they were under their first contract. They are becoming individual artists that have their own careers, which is probably why it took so long to negotiate a contract because, um, for instance, like Gone by Rosé, that's YG. That's a YG has the rights to that song. Um, but APT, that's all Rosé. And I guess Bruno Mars. But yeah, that's they've moved on. And I think the fans need to move on with them. Um, Meaning they need to accept that they're grown up and that they have big careers in front of them as individual artists. And I think they should be happy for them. You know, I know people want their groups and everything, but they've transcended the K-pop industry, and that's I think that's the bottom line. Um, and so hopefully Blackpink fans will kind of see that and move on from the old views and move into a new head about you know who these girls are, and they're not girls anymore; they're ladies, they're young ladies. Um, so that's the one thing I see a lot of, and I just hope for. Uh, and I hope for the same thing for Baby Monster. You know, whenever I don't know when their contract started at in what 2023 or 2020 in 2022. Hopefully in 2030, then they have to do a new contract. they will all have opportunities to be solo artists and do different things and still hopefully come back together at some point. And then my last thought is on Rami. Um, the other, like 20% of the comments when they dropped this was, "Where's Rami? Where's Rami?" Rami is seriously was had a very serious condition, um, and I don't, from what I've been able to tell about this condition, there's no timetable. YG can't give you a timetable. The doctors can't give you a time. It's whenever she's ready. And it may be a long time. It could be a year or total before she ever gets back. Like I said, this is such a serious condition that I think people need to look up what happened to her and the disease, because I didn't know. I thought it was like, knee surgery or something. But when you look up and see what this disease she has that affects her lungs, they got to wait till it's fixed. They can't. It's not any, like, if your lungs aren't perfect with the kind of activities that they do and singing and dancing and all that, you got to make sure it's right. And hopefully, and I think they will. From what I can tell, it's not like well, let's try it and see. They got to make sure it's right before they let her, get out and do stuff. Because it's a life threatening situation if it's not handled properly. And I think my guess is they will be a 7-member group when they are a 7-member group. Um, there may be, Rami may come back, and then a year later, somebody else gets sick or has an issue or something happens and they have to step away. Um, so I think unless they say, Rami, you can't perform anymore, then you won't see her anywhere. Um, maybe she could do, you know, I don't know. Singing requires your lungs. So um, I don't know. She might be able to, do solo stuff in between, you know, around her ability to do it with her health. I don't know. Um, so we'll see. I think she will always be a part of Baby Monster. This is my guess. I don't think they're gonna, like, oh, let's let Rami go and then get somebody else. No, I think there'll be a 7-member group with Rami there when she's there, and if she's not there, then you know, you know, if it takes her a year or two to get right, I think she'll be. I think she would come back to the group. She would not go away. It's nothing the group could do about it, as there's nothing YG can do about it. This is all in the doctor's hands and and Rami. So um, it's it's a tough situation uh, for her fans, but it's you gotta be realistic. So anyway, that's a lot. Um, I'm going to edit this down. I don't know what will make it on off the cutting room floor, but we'll see. Um, and I'm looking forward to this. So anyway, let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.